Straight ahead on 12 News Weekend, the building is back, but something is missing in the home construction industry. Then, remodel or build new. We'll sort through the options to fix New Hope's City Hall. But first,
I'm very frustrated with the possibility of this actually happening.
Why some Golden Valley residents remain opposed to light rail near their homes. 12 News Weekend starts right now. For some people, the Bottineau light rail line is an exciting proposal that connects the northwest suburbs to downtown Minneapolis and the airport.
But for some Golden Valley residents, it's a sign of big government overstepping its boundaries. Some people even claim the light rail will force them to move.
Hopefully we can put this off for 2 years and the feds won't give us the money.
It's said that you can't fight City Hall.
I'm very disappointed that one vote has changed our lives so.
Yet when it comes to the environment,
one of my biggest concerns is the effects on wetlands.
Or breaking up the tranquility of a neighborhood with the sound of light rail trains.
And that clanging of the bell is so loud it comes through your windows.
People certainly won't let an old cliche get in their way.
I don't really know, if my concerns are going to be listened to, but I just thought I'd give it a try.
Wednesday night, dozens packed Golden Valley City Hall to address Hennepin County officials over the proposed light rail line that would cut through residential areas and parkland along Golden Valley's east side.
What if I hear those trains running? I'm going to have to move, I'm sorry.
We know that there's a lot of people that are kind of opposed to change. We really look at this from a long-term investment perspective. We know that the roads system is not going to be expanded greatly into the future.
Many people here say they understand the need for enhanced public transportation in the northwest suburbs.
I believe in transit, but I believe it also needs to be in a place like the Hiawatha line. That actually helps people.
But the overall consensus at this meeting,
I am worried about the rail line going through that corridor, period.
Is that Golden Valley is the wrong place for the Bottineau light rail line.
As far as I'm concerned, the families in North Minneapolis who could really benefit from this, it's not even touching them. They have to walk backward to touch it. So I just don't understand.
A committee of residents, city officials, and businesses along the proposed route recommended the Golden Valley option because homes and businesses wouldn't have to be torn down. That would not be the case for the Minneapolis option.
Brooklyn Center police have released information about a level 3 sex offender moving into the city. Timothy Kavir is registered to live in a home in the 5500 block of Lyndale Avenue North. He has a history of sexual contact with girls and boys he knew. One of the victims he met online.
New Hope city officials are weighing 3 options to update City Hall. That could mean building new or a major remodel. City officials say the current facility built in the 1960s has a leaky roof and needs a new heating and cooling system. The options include remodeling, which is the cheapest option. The other 2 proposals involve building a new facility. One of those proposals includes sharing a new building with the Robbinsdale School District, which has an administrative office that's also showing its age.
Their facility has as many problems as ours, and at some point they also might be in need of a new space.
Another reason New Hope is looking at a new facility is to help its growing police department. Right now, only about 25% of the city's police vehicles can be stored inside at night. In the business of residential construction, building is back.
The industry was hit hard by the recession. All of a sudden, it is in need of skilled workers. Alexander Renslow has more.
At this Builders Association job fair,
the industry is just exploding right now, and I feel like every week we're looking for somebody new.
You get the feeling it won't take David Descent too long to find a job.
I'm looking for something year-round and moving up possibilities,
Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yep.
There's about 20 different residential construction companies here looking to fill hundreds of job openings for skilled trades, and the pipeline is dry.
When the housing market crashed in 2008, a lot of people fled the industry. Their uncle, their dad lost a job, or at that time the wages in that industry weren't very good. It wasn't very attractive.
It's a different story now. Residential building permits were up 36% last year. On job sites such as this one, they're behind nearly a month on this house because they don't have enough carpenters to do the work. There's also competition for the existing skilled trade workers as commercial building comes back. Think construction on the new Viking Stadium and downtown building.
It's a combination of things that makes it very challenging to hire the people we need.
There's endless opportunity in what we're looking for.
After just a few stops, David DeSent is finding his job prospects look good.
Absolutely. I have a really good feeling.
This second annual job fair is helping get the word out, while builders also visit area high schools to spread the message that building is back.
Building a house is a neat thing. At the end of the day, you can see what you've done. And the pay has gone up dramatically. It's a very competitive wage. People can make a good living.
Company we spoke with, Lyman Companies, currently has about 100 homes under construction in the metro.
In our week in review, a Twin Cities grocery store shakeup will impact Plymouth and Maple Grove. Roundy's, the company that owns Rainbow Foods, is leaving the Twin Cities market. It has sold 18 Rainbow stores, including the Plymouth 6th Avenue location. That store will become a Cub Foods. The Plymouth Station Rainbow will remain under new ownership. Roundy's also wants to either sell or close 9 remaining stores, including one in Maple Grove. Well, there's no charges yet in the case of a bridge jumper in Brooklyn Park that turned out to be a charity stunt. A man dove into the chilly Mississippi River off the 610 West River Road Bridge. He made it back to safety, but the incident prompted a large rescue effort that turned out to be unnecessary. The jumper and the person who videotaped the stunt could face disorderly conduct and trespassing charges. Construction time has arrived in Robbinsdale. Lake Drive has closed for major reconstruction between France Avenue and Victory Memorial Parkway. It's the first part of a project that could take 2 years to complete. The city and county are rebuilding the road, including updating sewer lines and underground utilities.
Golden Valley is trying something new to boost revenue at the Brookview Golf Course. Construction is underway on an 8-lane lawn bowling course. It's scheduled to open up in August. Early interest seems good. Golden Valley's Parks Director says players are already signing up for leagues even before the course is built.
We're looking for some energy to create an additional revenue stream, sort of diversify our options. So we're hoping this is a successful opportunity. We're going to have leagues in here on weeknights. We, of course, have open bowling. We're going to have older adult programs and youth programs, and we're hoping all that activity helps our golf budget.
The city is also hoping the state legislature will approve a liquor license, which may help draw in more lawn bowlers. Coming up on 12 News Weekend, getting attention on a rooftop from several pastors to a school principal.
Then later in sports, highlights from a tight match between 2 of the area's best boys tennis teams.
But first, another surge of rain comes in Sunday night and into Monday. Local pastors are going to new heights literally to raise awareness about teen homelessness.
You might call them ministers on a mission. Here's reporter Sonia Goins.
The stairs that lead to the Discovery Church rooftop are steep and scary, but so is the teen homeless problem in the Northwest Metro.
Well, we're up here because of the growing reality of teen homelessness in our communities.
They come from many different congregations.
Grace Fellowship in Brooklyn Park.
Redeemer Covenant Church.
From Hope Fellowship Church.
11 pastors.
Prince of Peace Lutheran Church.
With one common goal.
We saw a problem of youth homelessness, and we wanted to take some action to fix it.
Their project is called Roof for Youth.
Just raise awareness and be a voice for those who are struggling and who have no voice.
Their mission statement comes from a Bible verse.
Proverbs 31, it talks about speaking up for those who have no voice.
The group is trying to raise $50,000 for a teen homeless shelter in Brooklyn Park.
The travesty is that they are out there without a place that they can call home.
Church leaders are camping on the roof for 48 hours without the comforts of home.
We have a couple of tents set up, sleeping bag, air mattress, and no showers, but that's really nothing.
The experience itself was cold and it rained a little bit last night.
Now, there's a good reason the pastors are up on the roof for 48 hours. That's about the time it takes for a runaway or young homeless person to be solicited for drugs or sex.
There's kids out on the streets. And they're couch hopping and being solicited for things that nobody should be solicited for.
Minnesota is #2 in the nation when it comes to online teen sex trafficking.
When you look at teen homelessness, and the human and sex trafficking industry, they're intimately tied together.
Church leaders say they don't want to mimic what homeless teens go through. They just want to let them know that there's someone out there who cares.
To not know where the next meal's coming from and to not even have the means to get on their feet is horrible.
In Brooklyn Park, Sonia Goins, 12 News.
The pastors raised $12,000 up on the roof. If you would like to help their cause, we have more information on our website, 12.tv. Well, coming up, speaking of roofs, a strange sight atop the roof at Basswood Elementary School.
But first, Champlin Park's boys lacrosse team remains unbeaten with a pair of wins this week. That's coming up in sports with John Jacobson.
Welcome back. John Jacobson joins us now with sports, and feels like spring just started, but some of the spring sports are already starting to wind down.
Hard to believe section playoffs already, section tournament play in tennis this coming week. The Lake Conference features some of the best boys tennis teams in the state this spring. State defending champion Wayzata had a tough match with Hopkins. Highlights from this match at Hopkins at number 3 doubles play. Billy Yancey, Andrew Swisher for Wayzata. They get the point here and win a close 3-set match. And that's kind of the theme for this one. Number 3 singles, Chase Johnson serving for the Royals. He'll get the forehand winner and go on to win in 3 sets. 2 singles, also a good battle. Hank Lee, good serve for Wayzata. He runs around the forehand and rips the winner down the line. But Andrew Rust wins the match in 3 for the Royals. Great touch on the backhand, lob for a point. Number 1 singles, Manny Barrios, one of the best in the state for Hopkins. Nick Beatty for Wayzata. Beatty with the forehand winner. He's in control early. But Barrios finds his game, cracking the ace serve here. And then later, a really good serve by Beatty, but Barrios gets it back and then crushes the cross-court winner. He wins the match in 3 sets. 4 of the 7 matches go the distance. And Hopkins wins 4-3, the first conference loss of the season for Wayzata. The Osseo and Park Center softball teams met for the 2nd time this season, with the Pirates looking for a season split. Park Center strikes early. Kira Musial driving it to the fence in left center. Joe Rosby scores. The Pirates get 3 in the bottom of the first. Courtney Calkins ties it with one big blast, smashing it out to left for a 3-run homer. Osseo makes it a 3-3 game. That's all their scoring for the day. After going up 4-3, Park Center adds another in the 5th. Daniel Adamich singles up the middle to score a run. Park Center wins it. 5-3 Pirates, the final. The Benilde St. Margaret's baseball team lost its first game of the season Tuesday. The 12-1 Red Knights look to bounce back against rival Totino Grace the next day. Bottom of the first inning, Eagles' Max Meyer launches one to the gap in right center field. Brennan Swan scores on the hit, and it's 2-1 Eagles after 1. Bottom of the second, Swan at the plate. He comes through with a single to center. Blake Vogley scores. Ben Bazinga follows, scoring standing up, and it's 4-1 Grace. Third inning, the Red Knights get 2 of the runs of their own. Michael McGill doubling over the right fielder's head. Nathan Hanks and Keaton Studsrud both scored. It's 4-3 game after 3. Eagles pitcher Seth Sewald settles in after that. You get a big strikeout of Marshall Hemke there. And then a soft line drive to a liner at third base, Max Meyer with the catch. And the Red Knights leave 2 runners on. It remains 4-3. And then Swan comes through with another hit in the home half of the 6th, driving home Bazinga, and the Eagles win it 6-3. In boys lacrosse, Champlin Park didn't play its first game of the season until April 23rd. The extra practices early in April seemed to be paying off, though. Rebels looking to stay unbeaten as they hosted rival Anoka. First quarter, Gage Munson passing to Justin Linderholm, and then it's Mac Turgeon for the shot and goal. The Rebels up 2-0. Still in the first, Tyler Smith goes to Nick Bundy. He shoots and scores. As he's knocked down, it's a 3-0 game at that point. Second quarter, Munson gets past 2 Anoka defenders. His shot is saved, but Turgeon is there in front to scoop in the rebound and score. That makes it 4-0. The Rebels would lead Anoka 6-1 at the half. Third quarter, Turgeon picks up an assist, passing to Bundy. He'll whistle that low shot in. That makes it 7-1 Champlin Park. Anoka gets back-to-back goals later in the third, including that one from Dominic Cerise, but it's not enough. Luke Dolan passing to Dylan Freddick for the goal to put Champlin Park up 10-3. Rebels go on to win 12-8 and stay unbeaten on the season. It was a team that was in the state tournament last year and looking very strong so far this year.
Yeah, they definitely are. Thanks, John. Still ahead, a local professor is named one of the best in the state.
Plus, motivation tactics that appear to be working at a Maple Grove elementary school. We'll explain next. Welcome back. A history instructor at North Hennepin Community College is receiving high marks.
Deanna Forsman is one of 4 professors to be named Educator of the Year by Minsky Board of Trustees. We caught up with her teaching a U.S. history course on Reconstruction after the Civil War. Forsman says she's more interested in students making sense of history rather than memorizing names and dates.
As we learn more about a particular time period, read more documents, look at more sources, talk to other people who are looking at these documents and sources, our ideas change. So that's why I don't care if they know names and dates. I want them to know how to do history, not to have a collection of trivia in their head.
Forsman is a published scholar whose specialty is late antiquity and the Middle Ages. She plans to take dancing lessons with the $5,000 award, so good for her. The recycling efforts of some of the youngest students in the Wayzata district are catching the eye of Hennepin County. The district's elementary school cafeterias have color-coded bins for trash, organics, and recyclables. The system was put in place last year. It's helped reduce waste by 50%. The district is now getting another county grant to try the system with middle school students. And finally, some principals go to great lengths to motivate their students, as we know.
As at Basswood Elementary, Principal Patrick Smith rewarded his students by spending 24 hours atop the school roof. He volunteered to do it this past week after students accomplished a lofty reading goal. The principal says he likes camping, so he was able to survive the night, and as you can imagine, students had lots of fun with this strange sight up above.
One of my 5th grade teachers came up and did a radio broadcast so some of the students in the classes could ask questions and hear how things were going. And so they were asking things like, you know, how do I go to the bathroom up here, and how am I going to eat, and who's going to cook for me, and all that kind of stuff. So it was fun. All
very good questions. Now, Principal Smith has done crazy things before to motivate the kids. He's been duct taped to a wall and has had water balloons thrown at him. I can just imagine it's a really good way to get the naughty kids to participate.
I guess so.
Throw the water balloons at them?
Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder if that was the same time. Duct tape them to the wall and then throw the water balloons.
I know that would get me to start reading. I'm not saying I was one of the naughty kids, but you know, I mean, if they have that opportunity, why not?
Whatever it takes.
Indeed. Well, that's all the news for now. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Have a nice weekend. We'll see you Monday at 4.